Hi, it's Alana and welcome back to YogaYin. Thank you so much for joining us yet again. Today I've got another fertility sequence for you. This time it's for a student who has been trying for the past 4 years. She's been suffering from uterine polyps, which she's had removed a couple of times, but they keep coming back. So there's going to be some postures in this sequence to help with that. And if you suffer from fibroids or PCOS, this sequence is going to be excellent for you. She also is suffering from anxiety and panic attacks, and as we know, fertility can be a very contentious time when insomnia and panic attacks can arise. So I think this should be useful for a lot of you out there. So we're going to work on calming her nervous system, getting her back into her parasympathetic nervous system so that the body can function properly, digestion can function properly, sleep can function properly, which of course is going to enhance fertility. So I hope you enjoy it. Keep your feedback coming, and for those of you who have sent me questions that I haven't got to yet, I apologize, but I am getting through them as quick as I can. If you'd like a personalized sequence of your own, please contact me on Facebook. Namaste. Okay, so when you're ready, I want you to come to your mat. Grab a pillow if you like, or a blanket for underneath your head. Completely up to you. And strap if you have it, but if you don't rush out and buy one. Just a long scarf will do for our purposes. And the first pose we're going to come into today is Supta Baddha Konasana. This is a really good pose for fertility, and it's also a really good pose for polyps. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and take our strap or our scarf and just gently put it around our feet like so. Lie back, nice and comfortable. Take hold of the strap or the scarf, wind it around your wrist, but just so that it's comfortable, not tightly. And then we're just going to lie like this for a few minutes. And if this doesn't feel comfortable for you, feel free to put some pillows underneath your knees. And I want you to gently bring your breath to your belly. And if you need to, you can bring both hands to the belly. So that as you inhale, the hands on the belly rise. And as you exhale, the belly gently draws back to the spine. Really take your time here. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Take a few more deep breaths. And if you can feel anxiety rising as you lie here, just acknowledge that. Don't ignore it or suppress it. But keep directing your breath down into your belly. Start to extend your exhalation. So just really extending that out breath. And if it's really difficult to relax, breathe out through your mouth, as if you're blowing away a feather. One more. And then gently release your strap. Lying on your mat nice and long in Shavasana. Palms facing upward. And then when you're ready, hug your right knee into the body. Take hold of the right knee in the right hand. And then inhale and exhale. Take that knee out to the side. And if your hip threatens to roll off the mat, just keep it anchored with your left hand and open out. One more. So all of our poses today are going to be quite held. Bring your knee over. Take hold of it with your left hand now. Don't roll all the way over to the side. Keep both buttocks firmly down on the mat. And now we're working into our gallbladder meridian that runs just down the center of the outside of the leg. And then hug it back into the belly. Take a breath here and release all the way down to the mat. Just see if you can feel a difference in the two sides of the body. And then gently hug the left knee in. Take hold of the left knee and the left hand. Place your right hand over your right hip. And now we're working into the liver meridian, running down the inside of the thigh. And the reason why we're working with these meridians is that they're very, very good for fertility. Inhale, hug that knee into the belly. And now take hold of it in the right hand. Take it slightly over the body without taking the left buttock off the floor. And you might find that this is a little bit painful. Just use your out breath. Good. And then inhale, bring it back to center, hug it in. Deep breath here. Inhale and exhale, release it all the way down to the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths in Shavasana. And then hug both knees into the belly. And when you're ready, take your arms out at shoulder height, palms facing down. Inhale here, and I want you to take your left foot over your right knee. Just really giving the body deep stretch. And if it feels comfortable, take hold of your right foot with your left hand and look away. Breathe deeply into the belly. Now, if this pose feels too much for you, simply come into Jatari Parivriti and bring your knees together. But stay here for a few deep breaths. Bring that body back down towards the mat. And then when you're ready, gently bring up the left knee, the right, hug the knees into the belly. Rock from side to side. And then inhale and exhale, take the right leg over, place the foot on the floor. Taking the arms out. Take hold of that left toe with the right hand if that feels comfortable. And then turn your head if that's comfortable for your neck. Focus on bringing the buttock back to the mat. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. Head back to center, right knee into the belly, left knee accompanies it, gently rolling from side to side. Working into the lower back and the pelvic area. Good, and then I want you to gently roll off to one side. Come up onto your mat. I want you to come into a comfortable seated position for you. So I'm going to come into a kneeling position, but if you are more comfortable in Sukhasana, easy cross-legged, or even just with the legs out in front of you, please come into that. If you'd like to come into a kneeling position, because it is really good for getting a nice straight spine, and we're going to concentrate on a breathing practice, just take a pillow, slip it in between your buttocks and your heels. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to practice Prana Mudra. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and we're going to raise the arms up and over the head. Tops of my hands are coming together, though you can't see them. Bringing them down through the center line, peeling them away at the forehead, all the way down to the body as we exhale. Inhaling, we're going to raise that energy, hands together, and then exhale, we're going to open it out to the side. So when you're ready, come with me. Inhale, palms together, exhale. Peel the palms away. Inhale, raise the energy. Exhale, release the hands all the way. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. If you've got it, close your eyes. Inhaling to raise, exhaling to lower. Extend that exhalation all the way down to the last whisper of breath. Inhale to raise the energy. Exhale, open it out. 2 more in your own time. When you've finished your last round, bring your hands to your lap, palms facing upward, left on top of right, tips of the thumbs together. Breathing down into the belly. And if you have a tendency to hold your belly in, please let it go. Nourishing the womb and the uterus. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or if you haven't already. Take a few moments here. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, focus your gaze on the tip of your nose. Just become aware of your breath. Again, the exhalation a little longer, a little deeper. And as you exhale, let go. Let go of your day. Let go of the week that's just been. Completely letting go. Two more deep breaths here. When you're ready, float your eyes gently open. And from whatever position you're seated in or kneeling in, I want you to place your pillow or blanket underneath your buttocks. Now, Take your legs out nice and long in front of you. Good. Now we're going to practice a couple of different forward bends. The first one is called Marichyasana, and it can be quite a difficult pose. So what I want you to do first of all is I want you to bend up your right leg like so. Place the heel as close to the buttocks as is comfortable and keep your extended leg really strong, toe pointing up towards the ceiling. Now what we're going to do is just take that foot out a little bit wider, because we're going to reach forward with our right arm and bind. Okay, not everybody can do this because anatomically it's impossible for some people, so don't worry if you can't. We're going to take that hand back behind us and reach around with the other arm and then fold forward, bringing the head towards the knee. Now for some people this is quite easy and quite natural. However, if it is way too much for you, please don't worry about it. Just slide your hands forward, taking hold where you can and bringing your head towards your knee. And that's absolutely fine. So whichever position you're working with, I want you to take 5 deep breaths here. And this is an excellent pose for polyps. When you're ready, inhale, look up, release the bind, and I want you to take the sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh, and we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana, head to knee. So I want you to just turn your body so you're directly over that extended leg. Raise your arms and exhale, fold forward, taking hold wherever you're comfortable, bending up that knee if you need to. Don't strain your lower back. Drop your head down towards your knee. And then inhale, look up. Gently come all the way up, release your arms, and we're going to swap over to the other side. Left knee in this time. About a fist difference between your foot and your thigh. Extended leg nice and strong. And either just reaching forward for the toe, bring the head towards the knee, or reach that left arm, tuck it behind, reach around with the right arm, and then gently fold forward towards the knee. And then inhale, look up and release the bind. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Twist yourself so you're directly over that leg. Inhale here, bend up your knee if you need to. Fold forward, head to knee. And then inhale, reach up, come all the way back up. Both legs together now, Paschimottanasana. Full forward bend, reach up and out of the hips, fold forward, bend up your knees here if you need to. And then when you've found your position, inhale, look up, and exhale, fold all the way down. 6 deep breaths here. Inhale, reach up. Come all the way back. Take your hands back behind you. Stretch out the body, just counterposing those forward bends with a gentle back bend. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Roll back onto your back. Hands over your knees, small circles on your lower spine, Apanasana. Reversing those circles. So the body should be starting to feel quite relaxed, the mind starting to feel quite calm. Hugging the knees into the belly. Now I want you to slide your hands down to your ankles and place the soles of your feet on the mat. We're going to come into Setu Bandhasana or bridge pose. And this one we're going to flow through. This is also very good for polyps and fibroids. And it's a preparation for shoulder stand, which is excellent for anxiety, panic attacks, and polyps as well. So arms long beside the body, palms planting down. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale and just gently tilt your pelvis in towards your belly so your back comes slightly off the mat and then back down. Working directly with the uterus and the pelvis, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Keep everything nice and soft, don't tense. And this time inhale, and I want you to come all the way up through the spine. So the back, the shoulders, the neck and the head are on the mat. And exhale. Inhaling to raise. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to raise. Exhaling to lower. 2 more rounds. Good, and then take the soles of your feet together, allow the knees to fold out to the sides, palms to face upwards, and take a couple of deep breaths here. Back into Supta Baddha Konasana. 2 more deep breaths. Okay, 1 more deep breath here. And now we're going to come into Savangasana, shoulder stand. So, if you have never done this pose before, I want you to take a blanket. Just make sure the blanket is quite thin. Place it towards the top of your mat. Make sure the blanket is quite thin. Place it a little way down from the top of your mat. Okay, I want you to lie back down so that your shoulders are on the mat, but your neck and your head are not. Lie in Shavasana, take a couple of deep breaths here. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale, bend up your knees, and then gently take your legs over your body. Keep the knees bent. And while you're here, I want you to bring the palms of your hands to your back. Move them down towards your shoulder blades as far as is comfortable, and either bring your legs to half or full shoulder stand. Now the weight should not be in your head and neck, the weight should be on your elbows. I want you to hold it here for 5 deep breaths. Or 12 breaths if you're capable. If you're in half shoulder stand, I want you to gently bend the knees and gently roll all the way back down to Shavasana. If you're holding it for 12 breaths, I want you to bend your knees now and then roll slowly back down vertebrae by vertebrae to Shavasana, and then allow the palms to face up with the feet to roll out to the sides. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Beautiful. Now Shavasana is an excellent pose. It's known as the queen of yoga poses. It's very good for fertility issues and very good for polyps. It's also very good for anxiety and insomnia. But there are people who don't like going upside down, don't like practicing shoulder stand, find it very difficult. So now what we're going to come into is Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, which I want you to practice as well as the Shavasana. But if you can't practice the Shavasana, you find it too difficult, just come into Viparita Karani. So we practice Viparita Karani, legs up the wall, at the end of every fertility sequence. And the reason for this, from a purely physiological point of view, is that with the legs up the wall, the blood from the legs is running back down into the uterus and nourishing the womb. But it's also excellent for insomnia and excellent for anxiety and excellent for working into the parasympathetic nervous system. So I want you to come into it from the side. Always the easiest way. Have a blanket or a pillow there for your head. And then gently place your legs up the wall. Bring the tips of your thumbs together, the tips of your fingers, Yoni Mudra. Place them over your belly. And I want you to take a few deep breaths here. Close the eyes, relax. And you can either leave the legs where they are, or if you wish to, you can open them out to the side. It's quite strong on the inner thighs, but of course also very good for fertility, working into the liver meridian. Or you can bring them into Supta Baddha Konasana, lying with the legs up the wall. So whichever variation suits you, go with it. Six more deep breaths here. When you're ready to release it, gently bend your knees, roll off to one side, come all the way back to the center of the mat. Finding a comfortable seated or kneeling position. We're going to end our sequence today with Brahmari or humming bee breath. This is a breath where essentially we block off our hearing, breathing in through the nose and humming out through the mouth. It's very, very simple. I'm going to show you. So just watching me for the moment, I'm going to take my index fingers, just place them inside my ears, so I'm blocking out my hearing. And then I'm going to inhale And exhale, hum. And that's all it is. We're going to do 5 rounds, inhaling, exhaling, humming. Okay, so come with me. When you're ready, inhale. Making this your last round. Beautiful. Remove your fingers from your ears. Bring the tips of your thumbs, your fingertips together. Place them over the belly. Breathe down into the belly. Lovely. When you're ready, float your eyes open. So you should be feeling very calm, very centered, at peace and relaxed. And I want you to take a sense of this with you through into the rest of your day, or if you're going to sleep, have a really, really beautiful sleep. So that is a sequence which is really, really good for dealing with recurring uterine polyps, and very, very good for dealing with anxiety and panic attacks and insomnia, while of course working on our fertility and just increasing our body's readiness to be pregnant. So I hope you enjoy it. Any questions, please shoot me an email. Keep your feedback coming. I love it. Namaste.